Have you ever stopped to think about what sugar really does to your body? Behind that seemingly harmless sweetness, there is a silent villain, often compared to cocaine in terms of addiction and dependence. Yes, you read that right. The feeling of pleasure that a piece of cake provides can turn into a vicious cycle, where health takes a back seat and excessive consumption becomes the norm. And believe me, many have no idea of the damage this can cause. But fear not. In this text we will unravel the mysteries of sugar, showing not only the damage it can inflict, but also practical ways to free yourself from this trap. Get ready for a journey that promises to open your eyes to your food choices and, who knows, even transform your relationship with food. The famous cotton candy. This delight that delights children and adults. But did you know that before it was called that, it was known as fairy floss? It's true. In the 1920s, the name was changed, perhaps in part due to the impact of sugar on dental health, especially among children. After all, the association of the sweet with the tooth fairy is no coincidence. This sugary treat caused children to have a large number of cavities, resulting in very white teeth that the fairy could take under their pillows while they slept. A delightful irony, isn't it? And who would have thought that a simple sweet could be so emblematic in our imagination? Cotton candy is a symbol of festivals and fairs, but it also brings up reflections on sugar consumption and its consequences. Every time we see a stall selling this delicacy, we are reminded of how things have changed. Before, children enjoyed this innocent pleasure without thinking much about the consequences. However, as we grow up, awareness of sugar and its effects on health becomes more relevant, arousing a certain fear about what we are putting into our bodies. So, it's time to reflect. Can cotton candy still be just a fun treat, or do we need to see it as part of a broader pattern of sugar consumption? Let's explore in more depth the impacts that sugar has on health and how we can make more conscious choices without giving up the fun. After all, knowing where sweets come from can help us make better decisions in our lives, don't you think? Now let's talk about sugar and its impact on health, which is undoubtedly a topic that deserves attention. Sugar is often compared to cocaine in terms of addiction, and this is not just hyperbole. Studies have shown that it is highly addictive and can even be more dangerous than some drugs. Every time we consume sugar, the reward receptors in our brain are activated, releasing dopamine and generating a feeling of pleasure that makes us want more and more. Thus, a vicious cycle begins that for many becomes difficult to break. Just imagine. You eat a sweet breakfast and then find yourself reaching for dessert after lunch, as if sugar were a vital necessity. The problem is that this desire for more sugar is not just a matter of taste, but a chemical response in our brain. And the more sugar we consume, the more we need it to achieve the same level of pleasure. This escalation in consumption can lead to serious health problems, including obesity, diabetes, and even heart disease. What's more, sugar isn't just about calories. It can cause a series of side effects that many people overlook. Excessive consumption leads to energy spikes and crashes, which result in fatigue and irritability, creating a cycle that can affect our mental health. Knowing this, it's essential that we make healthier choices when it comes to our meals. But don't worry. Let's explore ways to deal with this and how moderation can become your best friend in the sugar game. When it comes to sweets, comparing the options available can be revealing and, why not, even surprising. For example, did you know that a serving of fresh fruit ice cream can contain just 5 grams of sugar and around 70 calories? This is quite different from a slice of New York cheesecake, which can have a whopping 50 grams of sugar and 1,650 calories. When it comes to health, these differences are crucial. Not only does a slice of this cheesecake consume a significant portion of the calories you could eat in a day, but it also feeds that sugar addiction we discussed earlier. The key is to make conscious choices, and this applies to all times of the day. Instead of opting for a dessert that is high in sugar and calories, You can look for alternatives that satisfy your sweet tooth without the negative consequences. How about a fruit ice cream which brings flavor and freshness, while also taking care of your health? This way you can enjoy something sweet, keeping your sugar levels under control and avoiding the side effects that come with traditional sweets. When comparing the options, it becomes clear that sugar does not have to be the villain in your diet. There are many ways to indulge in a sweet treat, while opting for alternatives that respect your health. What do you think about exploring a little more about how to make these healthier choices? The next part brings valuable information about the side effects of excessive sugar consumption, which you definitely won't want to miss. Excessive sugar consumption can be a silent trap, leading to a series of side effects that go far beyond simple weight gain. When a person indulges in a sugar-filled sweet treat, the feeling of euphoria is only temporary. Soon after, it is common to experience a drop in mood. The person may feel irritable, tired, and even depressed, as if they were dealing with withdrawal from an addictive substance. This happens because the body, as with other addictions, craves more sugar to try to regain that initial peak of pleasure. Imagine that you are at a party and you can't resist a piece of cake. At that moment, everything seems wonderful. The flavors dance on your palate and the pleasure seems immeasurable. However, after a few hours, what do you feel? It's a mix of guilt and that desperate desire for more sugar. This emotional roller coaster is a clear sign that sugar can become an addiction, similar to other compulsive behaviors that affect health. Have you ever found yourself thinking, just one more piece and then I'll stop? That's why it's essential to be aware of how you feel after consuming sweets. This connection between food and emotions can help you make healthier decisions in the future. And to do so, it's important to consider alternatives that not only satisfy your sweet tooth, but also don't leave you at the mercy of the emotional roller coaster. The next topic will address how we can make healthier choices regarding the sweets we consume. Are you ready to explore this idea? Opting for healthier alternatives can transform the way you enjoy dessert without sacrificing pleasure. Instead of giving in to the temptation of a sugar-laden cake, why not try a date truffle with cocoa? Not only does this option satisfy your sweet tooth, but it also has health benefits, such as antioxidants that fight free radicals. Best of all, with this substitution, you can enjoy a delicious treat without the worry of an uncontrolled spike in blood sugar. Another excellent choice is fresh fruit. A bowl of strawberries with a pinch of cinnamon can be a real explosion of flavor and health. In addition, fruits contain fiber that helps regulate the absorption of sugar by the body, preventing that unwanted mood crash. Instead of seeing dessert as an indulgence, start seeing it as an opportunity to nourish your body. Have you ever tried making a smoothie with banana and avocado? It's a delicious and nutritious option. Making these healthy choices doesn't mean giving up the pleasure of eating. It is possible to transform the act of indulging into a practice that respects your body and your health. Learning to prepare healthier sweets can be an important step in this journey. Now, let's discuss how choosing desserts wisely can lead to a healthier relationship with sugar. Are you ready for this reflection? Choosing healthier alternatives can transform the way you enjoy dessert, without sacrificing pleasure. Instead of succumbing to the temptation of a cake loaded with sugar, how about trying a date truffle with cocoa? This option not only satisfies your sweet tooth, but also provides health benefits, such as antioxidants that fight free radicals. Best of all, with this substitution, you can enjoy a delicious treat without worrying about an uncontrolled spike in blood sugar. Another excellent choice is fresh fruit. A bowl of strawberries with a pinch of cinnamon can be a real explosion of flavor and health. In addition, fruits contain fiber that helps regulate the absorption of sugar by the body, preventing that unwanted mood crash. Instead of seeing dessert as an indulgence, start seeing it as an opportunity to nourish your body. Have you ever tried making a smoothie with banana and avocado? It's a delicious and nutritious option. Making these healthy choices doesn't mean giving up the pleasure of eating. It is possible to transform the act of indulging into a practice that respects your body and your health. Learning how to prepare healthier sweets can be an important step in this journey. Now, let's discuss how choosing desserts wisely can lead to a healthier relationship with sugar. Are you ready for this reflection? Making conscious choices about desserts is an essential step for those seeking a healthy lifestyle. People are often drawn to sweets that seem irresistible, but can have a negative impact on their health. By choosing desserts that are kind to your body, you can avoid the trap of sugar addiction and still satisfy your taste buds. Think about it. You can get the same satisfaction from savoring a small piece of dark chocolate as you would from a bar full of sugars and additives. Another practical tip is to read labels carefully. The food industry often hides sugars in products that don't appear to be desserts, such as yogurts and even breads. By becoming more conscious about what you're consuming, you can make decisions that promote your health. Sugar may be in disguise, but knowledge is the key to escaping this trap. Try to make the habit of analyzing labels a part of your daily routine. You may be surprised by what you discover. In short, conscious choices not only help you avoid sugar addiction, but also allow for a richer and more satisfying gastronomic experience. By making these choices, you not only take care of your health, but you also become an example for those around you. Now that we've talked about the importance of making healthier and more conscious choices, how about we delve deeper into the impact that sugar can have on our health? If you're interested in all of this and want to learn more about how to optimize your health, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. After all, knowledge is power and your body deserves the best.